Right, welcome back to another episode of Ear Candy with myself, Danny, and today in the building we've got the Rants. How's it going, boys? Is all good?
Yeah, good man.
Good stuff, good stuff. It's nice to actually get you in a setting that's not over the top like the past couple of times. We've been absolutely bluttered. Actually, this is the first time I've been in the studio for a while because, like I say, we've been going on the road a bit and doing like filming at shows and shit like that. Which I'm enjoying more than this, just because it can get a bit crazy. But it's nice. It's nice to be back and actually hear your story in a more calmer setting. And hopefully I'll remember.
We've
got the fireplace on and that, created a nice ambience and that. So if you just want to introduce yourself to the viewers and listeners, what you do in the band.
I'm Fraser and I play the bass guitar.
Sweet.
I'm Finn and I do lead vocals and guitar.
I'm Logan and I just like make noises with a guitar. Hundreds of pedals. Cool.
And backing vocals.
I do a bit backing
And
vocals.
Shay could not be here.
Who's Shay?
Shay, so he's a drummer and
Yeah.
he also does backing vocals and sings, but he couldn't be.
No worries. Because I thought all four of yous was coming.
Yeah, no.
So
I think
One's just going to sit out.
I don't know. We're a man down and we feel like we're missing a leg. That's what it is.
That's all good. Well, shout out Shay. Wish you were here. Maybe some other time. Sure, we'll see you at a gig in that. So when did you get started playing the bass?
Well, I was a drummer
Right.
when I was 9. I think I started 9 years ago, and then just wanted to. Didn't want to have to like have it sit in my drum kit, so I wanted to lie in my bed and be able to play. So I learned bass. And I just really enjoyed it. Enjoyed the sound and
Well, it's easier as well. It's the easiest instrument to play.
yeah. To be honest,
do you know what?
it is.
Let's go on.
It's the easiest instrument to play.
Well,
Until
you do it very well, Fraser. You do it very well.
Thanks.
But did you not learn on like a right-handed bass first, but you're left-handed, so you learn upside down or something?
I learned. My mum's a music teacher, so she brought me one home from our work, but it was right-handed, so I was like, learn bass upside down, and then flipped the strings on it, so played a right-handed bass with the strings flipped the right way round, then bought my first bass. But
There was a guy there on Thursday in one of the bands. I'm sure he played like that as well. It was
he
weird.
He had his strings. He had a right-handed bass, flipped it, and put the strings.
Yeah.
I know
Was
it's like
that
the black
the-
bass, the East Coast.
Yeah.
Was that the Fruit Flies, or was that the guy in the Fruit Flies, or the guy in?
I don't know.
Was it Mixed
I don't know
Signals
names.
or Sunday
Was it Mixed
Signals?
Signals?
It was the guys in
It
the
was-
fucking 1950s London outfits.
Oh, Monday Service.
Oh,
yeah.
Monday
Monday
Service.
Yeah, it was those guys. But when I seen his bass just before they were going out, I was like, "What the fuck is that?
Aye.
That's mad." I'd never seen that before. But he was like, "Oh, it's wrong," and I was like, "No, well, it's right to you, isn't it? Like if that's how you want to play it, then
If you're comfortable.
yeah, exactly. Whatever's easiest for you." But no, I started playing guitar and found it too difficult. So I'm not the greatest at playing. So I moved to the bass guitar. Just because it's easy
know
to
what?
play doesn't mean it's not difficult to master.
It's, I see. That's what I would say. That's what I say.
Because I wanted to play guitar because of bands like Megadeth, Anthrax, like the thrash metal of the 80s and shit. And
that'll hurt your wrist.
yeah, see, I'm listening to that, like Megadeth's Rust in Peace album and all the solos and that, and watching videos of them, I'm like, God, that looks so easy. That's only because they find it easy. And when I got a guitar, I couldn't do any of that. So I was like, what's the next easiest thing to have, be able to sound something like that? And it was the bass, so went to the bass.
Sometimes like you listen to an artist or something like that. It's like listen to John Mayer or like Eric Clapton, because I originally started learning blues, but then listen to like Eric Clapton or something like that. Sometimes I just want to scream at my guitar and be like, why the fuck do you not sound like that? I'm like, why are you not doing it?
It's hard to master.
I know.
It's hard to master. And like I was talking to one of the bands on Thursday about that, and it's like now there's certain elements of music I appreciate at an older age now. Like I think one of them I was saying, they had like this mad outro that was like an instrumental, and I was like, see if when I was like 12, 13, I would have found that boring to listen to. But now at an older age, because you understand it's a bit more complex than what actually looks to be able to do that, it blows my mind now. I can sit and listen to an instrumental album, no bother now. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
It's
man,
pretty
it's
cool how
the dynamics telling a story through like the space in between the notes and all that stuff. It's like, I'll be like sitting with my pals and listening to a song and I go like, that's actually really nice, this wee offbeat thing there, and then they just go sharp, man. I don't know what you're talking about, but like I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's stuff that I would have never even thought about like 5 years ago.
Everyone will feel it, but when you play music, like you think about it and you take in, influence from it. Like think about all the stuff we've listened to and be like, we need to do something like that.
Yeah,
Or-
we
but we put our own
we
twist
like
on
to not copy like well, I mean, have we even got any songs that are kind of? I'm pretty sure we wrote a song, and then we listened, like we didn't even realise we were accidentally copying. I think was that a Fontaine song or something?
Was it?
Was it no like Wonder Horse? It may have been a Wonder Horse song actually. That we just accidentally copied them because we listened to it, was like, that's the exact fucking same song actually.
Oh, really?
so we scrapped that idea.
Same melody, different
But see,
words.
sometimes doing stuff like that is to maybe not copy, but maybe even just take the same chord progressions and, you know, maybe even just sing your own lyrics over it with a different melody. It can, and then change the chords later on. It can kind of
It's like
help you find the vibe of the song. If you have like a vibe like, oh, I want it to sound like this band, but I just can't copy it, obviously.
But it must be difficult not to copy bands, like even maybe without not even realizing doing it, because I think at the stage in music at the minute, it feels like everything that can be done
It's done.
has been done. So really, all you can do now is think of like some of the greatest songs or songs that you like personally, and just take inspiration from that. Because there's no way that you can push music how far it is.
No, definitely.
At the minute, you know what I mean? I think that's like on the radio. If you listen to the radio now, I swear it's just the same song that's been on the radio for 10 years. And I'm not one of those folk that are like, oh, new music shit and stuff like that. I just think that it's gone as far as it can go. Technology's pushed it as far as it can go.
I think it's probably at like a plateau at the minute. I think it's not to say that it's flat. I think that, you know, there's still some refreshing things coming out of it. What I notice, things come back around. Like
Guitar music, a lot of guitar music's coming right back round.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Big,
Definitely.
like a lot of the stuff in the charts, even country. Country's coming back.
Yeah,
a solo artist
kind
with
of
a
folk
guitar.
and country, like
Taylor Swift.
Zach Bryan.
She
Zach
wouldn't have
Bryan.
been.
Well, Taylor Swift's always been there, and
I know,
she's
but
just
I
been
know,
sat
but
at the top waiting on
see her
everyone to
sitting
catch
with her
up.
guitar playing a country tune.
I've not heard Taylor Swift's just been constant in my house recently because of my missus. She's like a massive fan, and all week she's been crying, I can't believe I've not got a ticket for Edinburgh. She signed me up to all these websites to get notifications for tickets to go on sale. She's going down to London, She's got a ticket for a London show, and I was like, just go to London, it'll be better anyway, and it's a good day out.
Yeah, it's
Not
good
my
crack.
cup of tea, but you know what I mean. If you like it, then crack on. When I play, honestly, I play some shite in the house, and she does not like. I'll play Cannibal Corpse in the house, and she'll be like, "You're actually going to go see them live?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm going to go see them
man.
live."
Oh, I start two-stepping and knock someone out, man. You know.
So it's all about.
See, to
Can't
be
lie
fair,
it.
I've seen some of the things that Taylor Swift's been doing on this tour, and it's actually like insane. I mean, I'm not a big Taylor Swift fan or anything like that, but I like some of her music, and
I love
so,
Taylor
yeah,
Swift.
it's nice to aspire to stuff like that. You look at that and you're like, holy shit, man, that's like where you want to be, because she's just sold out basically the entire world. The entire world's sold out. Is fucking insane,
She's at a
man.
point where she can enjoy herself.
Yeah, well,
I
I,
feel
think
like
we
that's-
can enjoy ourselves.
We
you know?
enjoy ourselves, but I feel like there's a difference between when I write something in my house, you write something in your house, and you write something in your house. Even when she writes something in his house,
There's not
When-
as much pressure on her anymore to write like
hits.
massive
people
hits
hear it.
because people know her
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
and they'll eat it
no,
up
yeah.
anyway, you know.
I think that's a major thing. Maybe like
That's usually how it goes, the way it's just
Yeah.
it's usually that one
Like-
song that she had probably about 10 years ago now, and then that's how you gain the sort of reputation that she's got. Like
that's
She's
what we.
actually
it's like
got
the
one
modern day
reputation.
Michael Jackson, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I think
what it's
something we're
like.
focusing on is writing stuff we enjoy playing, but also stuff that people will enjoy listening to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that we'll enjoy playing.
yeah.
Aye.
Because there's no point if
Just
you're
a good balance, like
obviously it's great to make music that you like, but it would be shit if you'd done that and you didn't have anyone listening to you, because it's kind of like,
Yeah.
what's the point?
it's a hobby at
Yeah.
that point.
Yeah.
Because we were in the studio and you start doing this thing with your bass, Where he just put like the fuzz and the distortion on, but then the phaser kind of going so just kind of and it's so different to anything we done. Yeah. We were just screaming our heads off into the microphone, smacking our guitars, and we had so much fun in the studio. And then we just as the song was finished, we all just kind of went, nah, we can't play that, man. We can't do that. And go into friends if
it's a bit heavy.
So have you got like, I've listened to your it's an EP, isn't it?
Yeah.
That come out in January.
The album EP.
I listened to that and I did enjoy it. So is that like, how do you come up with that sound? Like, because I assume that you all have different backgrounds and music and things that you like. Like, how do you come together and come up with a sound, or is it just jamming and you eventually find it?
I would say, well, on most of the songs on that album, I would maybe come up with an idea. Like, there's a good few songs in the album that I came up with an idea and went to the studio, or Fraser came up with an idea and went to the studio, and it all just kind of either slowly came to. It was either one where we heard it and then we said, right, okay, let's take our time and develop this one. But sometimes it just goes, it's like that. And I think we've just all got. I wouldn't say we don't have exactly the same music tastes, but we all want the same thing out of our own music, if you know what I mean. And there's enough space. I think there's enough space in our band to have everyone's desired to. Like, I'm never turning around to Fraser and saying, you know, oh, that your bass tone doesn't suit this song, or you like. We all work quite well together, and it's just kind of. Does
anything go in the back of your mind though? Because you say there like, oh, I don't actually. Well, say, oh, I don't like this and that, but you know, like how you could be with someone and they do something that's really annoying, and you just don't let them know.
Nah, not in this band, man. No, I'm
I feel like we're all quite open as well.
Yeah, like we don't argue or anything.
Logan's I only met Logan when he really joined the band. I'd seen him playing a band before. And they were amazing, but I was home for joy. But
shout out Home for Joy.
Are they still going? Or are they?
Oh god, that's a bit. We've got. We'll be playing next week. We've got like an awards night down in Greenock.
Right, so you're in two bands then?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Anyway, yeah, because Shay, that's how I knew Shay, the drummer, because we were in college together and we were in that band, and the Rants, they needed a guitarist, and I was kind of like, oh, I'll just join because why not? Like,
because you're not on the album, are you?
No.
Because I looked at the cover for that, and there was one of the boys I didn't recognise. I was like, what the fuck's going on here?
Nah,
we stated artistic differences.
Yeah.
I leave it at that.
Anyway. That's not something I don't. Yeah, it just didn't work out. We actually split up for a while after it. After we just all kind of agreed, like, but then we randomly got like 1,000 monthly listeners or something from Belgium, and we were just like, so do you all want to get together again and then start?
Just out of nowhere.
Just out of nowhere. It was like playlisting on Spotify.
Yeah, they released the
just
fucking
EP, not traction, but
Yeah.
just people like. No, just people we knew listening to it. Like, it was kind of not spreading, but it was.
Yeah, it
we're
was.
getting
I mean,
people
it was.
listening to it who we don't know, who weren't like just pals.
That's who you want, though. Eh?
Yeah.
So we were like, that's quite good, and it was kind of Brussels, Dublin, and Glasgow.
It was odd because we just seen that. Like, I remember I was sitting on the train, and one of the songs came on, and I wanted to check if the lyrics had uploaded, because you can scroll down and it just said about this band 1.2 came onto us. I was like, fuck off, no way, because we were usually settled at like 50. And then I clicked on it, I was like, oh my God. And I put a screenshot into a group chat we hadn't used in 6 months or something. We all kind of had to sit down, and with the previous boy was there as well. And we all kind of agreed, oh yeah, let's do it again. And then I think it was the next day or something, he said it's no for him, which is fair enough. Because he had another band going at the time, which Fraser was part of. Right. No, he just said he was busy with that, so he left. And then... Like Pookie Bear.
I fucked
up. No, he stepped up to the plate, and then the monthlies kept growing and growing. It got up to nearly about 5,000.
Yeah, it was like 4,500 for a while.
Holy
and
shit.
we kept it because we were like, right, this is gonna like topple tomorrow,
Yeah,
innit?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna topple, going back down to like 2.
I saw
And
all
then-
taking screenshots.
Yeah, it kept going up. Every day we're checking it, we're like screenshotting it. It's like, it's gone up by like 3, it's gone up by. Like,
So does Spotify? I guess I assume that works the same as YouTube because I've got a little YouTube channel on the side. It's like a sort of side hustle thing where I, like review retro video
Yeah.
games and stuff like that. So I take it you can go into Spotify in the same way as you can go into YouTube and look at your analytics. Does it give you like
Yeah.
yeah,
right down to the second of how many listeners you're getting per
yeah.
hour in the day and
Yeah.
stuff
I
like
think
that?
we have
It shows you how many people are
22
listening. Like,
views. Sorry, I think we have 22 views in our album
On
on YouTube.
on
yeah.
YouTube.
No, I'm talking about
Probably
Spotify.
nada.
On,
So,
on
yeah.
Spotify,
Yeah.
still.
yeah, you've got
Spotify's
Spotify for artists. You can like go out. It tells you like how many people are listening to the song like right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Like when you're on it, it tells you like your monthly listeners, how many streams you've had in the song. It shows you like all your analytics from like the last month or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like actually really helpful.
Yeah. And you can see like the demographics and all that stuff, the location.
Yeah.
It's just weird. It's just cool, man. And then yeah, but it's all just kind of algorithms and stuff that they just like because we had what was our top? I think our top 3 cities was I think it
Brussels,
was
Dublin,
Brussels,
Glasgow.
Belgium,
I swear it was
Dublin, and Paris or something like that, and we were just like.
Did you just find out how it was reaching?
Just
It
tell
was. I
us.
think it was. Yeah. I think it was a release radar. It was called. It was the playlist that got put on, and that's just a Spotify algorithm. That's one set up by Spotify, so everyone's got it.
Right.
So just enough people have just been listening to that, and
Think-
it's probably just shuffled or something. And then a few people you can tell when they kind of come back and listen to it and stuff. It's quite.
Also,
It
we
was
got
just nice. It was just
Yeah.
really cool, man. It was
Featured,
really cool.
Sweet ego boost as well, eh? Here and
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
listening to your
Feel like a
tunes.
rock star.
we
innit?
tried.
we got
tried to
played
not let
on
it get to our heads.
iHeartRadio.
Yeah, we got
So
we got an email through
That's
saying.
maybe also because it's a European thing as well. Maybe help spread it there as well.
Yeah, maybe because I'm pretty sure iHeartRadio.
It's like big in America.
Yeah, it's America's. It's America and
Yeah.
Canada. But we just got an email saying, "Oh, your track has been found on iHeartRadio." We're like, "Oh, sound." That's quite cool. And then we looked
Yeah.
up and was like, "Oh, right, the whole album's on here. That's quite
And I
cool."
take it that there's hee-haw money in Spotify. Like you get hee-haw for it.
Nah, yeah, not on.
It's a pure pain in the
Streams.
arse trying to get it, like, because you've got to like get some business like tax code thing, and it's like we don't have that. We're not like, and we're just like putting the stuff up, and if we get any money back,
Yeah.
It's
it
more
comes
just
off,
so we
but-
got something to show, I reckon. Though.
Yeah.
Well, that's sorry, not to speak for you guys, but like
Oh, good
for
man.
me, it's more something to show, something to like relate back to, show people what as like, because if people come to see us live, it's different to
Yeah.
what we
Yeah.
play live. It's a performance, whereas what we put in the record is
Yeah.
definitely like even that new one,
Yeah.
which is it's different from the album.
Yeah.
It's more.
I
of
think
a
yous are
focused
different
sound.
from the album than what yous are.
Yeah,
live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even I mean,
Even though we
I-
would perform
as it
Friends with
looks-
Friends and stuff, now it's different.
I think it was like from a
it
year
was different
ago.
on Thursday.
What?
Because we were
Oh,
steaming.
oh, yeah.
I
Were
think
you in a
it's-
bad way?
Hmm?
Were you in a bad way on Thursday?
I wasn't. I was just so surprised. I was like, he's like, do-da, but then the delay. I don't know if it was your delay pedal was at a different rate or
Well,
something.
Shay-
And I'm looking at Shay, and I'm like the drummer, and I'm like, what's happening? And then I'm like waiting for him. And I'm like, I know. I come in just before. I'm like, Shay's probably he's the best drummer I know. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm going to trust him, and I'm just going to wait until he goes.
And it wasn't coming.
And it wasn't coming, and it kicked in. I was like, and I was like, it's chill now. And then I think that was probably our best song of the night because people were I could hear
People knew it,
through
yeah.
the in-ears. Like, I had
Singing
Snap
and
out,
motion,
sorry.
yeah.
your
Mine ears
thoughts
fell
then, and
off.
it was
You put a horse mask on.
Yeah, I just
You
feel
had
like
a
I was
horse mask
playing
on his
it. I was
head.
like, I was so that off, man. I'm sitting playing it.
Whose was the horse head?
I don't know, some guy that was-
Was it Monday? Saturday?
It was,
Yeah.
the guys in the looked like they were from
Peaky
London.
Blinders.
Yeah, Peaky Blinder guys. Yeah, because I remember they came off stage and one of them was pure screaming, "Where's the horse heed?" And I was like, I thought I was tripping balls. There is actually a horse heed lying
it
out
was
somewhere.
on the mic, and she was like, to me, put it on. I'm like, I know if I put that on, I'm gonna end up decking it over something. I'm just gonna take somebody out. It's gonna snap his guitar in two, and then it's gonna go flying into him. But
That's it, man. But, Yeah,
End up
'cause-
clotheslining the whole fucking crowd or something like that.
I know, because we're sitting playing it, all of a sudden I've got like a microphone on me, and I was like, what the fuck's a microphone? I've not like walked into that steaming ever. I've got like and I've got something so fluffy here, and I'm like, oh my god, what is this? And I stop playing, and I pick it up, I'm like, oh shit, it's a fucking horse head.
But is that the first time you guys had done like a battle of the bands type thing?
Yeah,
When it was,
yeah,
when it was
that's the
prize
first time.
money on the line for it.
Yeah. That was I had such a good night, and
It was a really good
it
night.
was so, and you know, it was just so fun, man. Like even like
I think
I felt so bad for Guy. Like he seemed so stressed because see, like the link was down,
Yeah, I
the
remember
QR
that
thing,
was
because so
going
many
on.
people are trying to vote at once. I felt so bad, man. But they got there in the end and they done well. And the band that won Monday Service were fucking brilliant.
Yeah,
and
they're
so the
really
other bands
good.
on that night.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it was all.
I don't know. I
You
don't
know.
think we were really the money would have been a bonus, but it was always like I
It's
think
always about just playing.
as
isn't
a
it?
Yeah.
band we really enjoy playing together.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Mm.
it's really enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. And
Yeah.
that's mostly why we do it. But at the same time, like we're trying to like push stuff. Like
Yeah.
that new
Yeah.
song's definitely something that we're focused on.
Oh, that's gonna
not a
be-
new sound, but more of like a we all know
It's a more developed sound,
Yeah.
I
what
think.
Yeah,
we're
more
going for
developed,
now.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's not the album. You can see like there's different themes to each song.
Mm.
There's
Yeah,
this
'cause that's one thing I got from it, because obviously I know you guys are younger
very
than me,
different.
but I thought like lyrically it was pretty mature, and like the topics and stuff like that. And then here's another thing as well, like
Oh, thank
this
you.
this isn't I don't mean this in a bad way, but your vocals, you sound a lot older than what you are. Like you sound like, I don't know, like a 35, 40-year-old guy with the vocals. I like the vocals,
Oh, right, yeah.
but
well,
you sound a lot older than what you actually are.
That's why I
And
don't write vocals
Why?
because God knows what it'd be about.
Oh, yeah,
It'd be
you
about
would-
random stuff. I'd end up like changing the topic halfway through. That's why we just set it off to the three of them. I'll just from now on, you guys can deal with that.
Yeah.
He is a proper bassist, eh?
Yeah, alright.
Just
Jeez.
let
Well, I
everyone
mean,
else do their shit.
There's a new song in the works that I wrote.
That's
Ooh.
true,
Yeah,
actually.
true.
Fraser just
True.
picked up a guitar and went like,
So I'm playing it
and we were
up,
like,
obviously.
holy shit, like that works.
I was playing it upside down on his guitar,
Uh-huh.
and then they were like, "Oh, it's actually quite good." And then I was like, "Play this chord," and then he was like, "Meow, meow." And then
Yeah, no,
I was trying to play over it, but it was a mess. But then we jammed it, and
yeah,
Mm.
came
I
together
guess
quite
most of
nicely.
our
Yeah, because we
How
didn't have
we-
any lyrics written, and then I went away and wrote lyrics the next day
Yeah.
for it, and we all approved. And then we jammed it in the studio on Wednesday night, and it was just like it came together. Like this is what I'm saying. Sometimes it just comes together like that, and you're just
Yeah.
like, oh,
That's
fuck.
right, yeah.
I think it's
man.
definitely like when we play a song, it's usually someone coming forward with an idea, and then we'll jam it. Like the person will lead with who's playing it, and then we'll all just kind of see what they're playing, join in, hear something.
Mm.
She's usually great with structure.
Shay's brilliant.
You're great with lyrics.
Shay's just class,
Then
man. Shay is like,
I'm just a
oh,
racist, but
so good.
you find some saucy stuff in there, and you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
make you just
You
cook,
cook up
and then you do backing vocals. And I've been trying to lean back on bass because definitely the album I was
You
playing what
you
I-
played a lot.
I played a lot.
It's
like,
quite bass heavy, that album.
I mean,
even just
that-
too many notes.
That
or
kinda,
like
it's not bad. I like bass in my music,
Yeah.
so
I love bass,
I
but-
loved hearing it. Like
Mhm.
I love bass in music, eh? So I enjoyed it, but I was quite
Yeah,
surprised
no.
at how bass heavy it actually.
Yeah.
I think the new track's definitely more, or the newer stuff. I'm
Yeah.
definitely kind of not sticking to root notes, but just not playing
You
like.
need a break.
not
as many
deviating as
lips.
much. Yeah,
yeah, I get you.
So
But,
I'm
yeah,
just trying to
because oh, sorry, go on.
back them instead of like
Mm.
playing with them.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
like sit behind you so that you've got something to push off from.
I know, and you're just Fraser's just like honestly the best bassist I've ever met.
you.
So far.
Thank you so much.
No, I'm only joking.
Oh.
Best bassist I've ever met, and in that I remember we were recording "What Is a Man," and it was just a click track, and he was just like, and we were just sort of sat there like, mate, fuck, okay.
It makes it
Just
easy.
let him do
It
his
makes
thing,
it
man.
easy when if
I
you're
was-
working with guys that are good at what they do.
Oh,
I,
right?
I, I,
yeah,
I
totally,
came
man.
up with for that album recording. I had an idea what I wanted to play, and we'd played it live. Like most of the songs we'd played live, like a good few times, but in the studio, I don't know. And I just started playing random stuff. That's probably why it's a bit. Definitely not. It's not messy, but it's so imperfect on my part. And I think it sounds like something that was quite raw. It showed us like coming together as a band, but also like finding our sound and figuring stuff out, and like maybe just trying stuff that definitely didn't work. Like you're always so busy.
I quite like that. So I think it's just quite long.
It's just really long and really slow.
But it's it's like a ballad. It's like a pile on a teeny tune.
Like it's 6 minutes long.
Well, let's no.
I'm begging you up for that one.
But thank you.
The sound, it was like quite chill, laid back.
Yeah, it was. I think
but
I think that like what you're saying about the bass being kind of in these new songs, also like you kind of stepping back, but also in the album, the songs you're able to kind of come forward with. But it kind of comes back to what I was saying, that everyone and there's enough space in the band that everyone can just do what they want, and we all, I think, have like quite a natural chemistry that works. I think we think the fucking crowd might think it's shite, but we're having a good time. So
definitely, I think it's changed a lot. It's definitely the chemistry's changed, because I always just listen to Shay, but now I'm like hearing stuff that I as a bassist and a drummer, the thing I listen to is either bass or drums, because I'm like, that's what I'm keeping in time with.
Yeah.
And that's what I got to lock in with, so that I'm not just playing some sort of melodic thing.
I've always said that's the backbone of any band.
Yeah.
Bass and drums.
Learned that from my bass teacher, was an Aztec Camera.
Oh,
and he always said it was the 3 things to bass. I've forgotten a couple of them, but one was like space. So just like try to not play as much, but like don't play all the time.
Yeah,
and
you
just
need
like
to know when it's necessary.
Bring it up to where you're going, but keep it like long notes and stuff. So yeah.
So and Fraser, you is really good at knowing when. Like I think there's a new song that you've got that you played something, and it was just like it was spot on, man. But it was a bit more step back, because Shay's dad's a bassist, and you've had this conversation, and we love Jerry, we love him to bits, but he was talking to you because Jerry's just a different style to Fraser. And he was talking Fraser's just fucking, but I think it actually helped you to hear from someone who, because I don't like I would be able to pick up a bass and kind of come along, like just kind of play along, but I don't fully understand, because every instrument's got like a whole thing you need to understand about it. So I think it was quite good for you. And then we went back in the studio, and you did do that kind of step back thing, and it was just right. Oh, but it's all good.
Thank
you. All of it is good. Everything that Fraser does is just good.
It's good.
I think that I was really amazed by Logan. I know Finn and Shay. They are both like very creative, very just solid. Like Shay's a solid player. Finn's very creative with his lyrics and.
Not a solid player then. No, I'm joking. I'm sorry. That was. I was going to get a laugh there. I'm only joking.
Anyway, but I really enjoyed playing with Logan, because it was different to have someone who maybe wasn't just playing chords, who added to the song. I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah, that was.
Sorry, anyway.
I was a bit aimed there, Fraser, at the previous.
So you obviously love him as a guitarist, then. That's what you're trying to say.
Oh, yeah.
As a musician.
Musician. I'm feeling the love between you guys, by the way.
Oh, yeah, no, a lot of people think like we were playing at in Lochlannock where I stay, and there was like this charity festival, kind of 2-day festival thing that they put on outside the pub, and we were playing it, and we were playing You're Always So Busy, and it kind of starts off quite slow, and Shay came up and hugged me or something like that, and everyone just went like that. there's something going on there. And when I was just like, we came off stage, my gran was like, "Oh, it's you and shit." And I was like,
I didn't mean it like that, man. I didn't mean it like that.
That's how it is anyway. That's, now you know.
I mean, I guess with every band, like, we all really enjoy what we do. I'm sure everyone who's in a band enjoys what they do. Otherwise, they should leave. Just enjoy what you do.
You just,
you're right, though.
yeah.
You
Don't
should
stay where you
also-
don't feel like.
I feel like we spend so much time together, and
We drink
what we've been
together
trying,
all
yeah,
the
a
time.
lot,
A lot.
maybe
A
too
lot.
much, but we try and like spend time. Maybe we should probably try and spend time out of music because we're always doing something, and we always end up going back to music because we've all got a, obviously it's our,
Sort of bond.
what's the word? I've forgotten the word, but like it's everyone loves it.
Shared
and
interest.
Shared interest.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, you better make the most of it while you can now, because I tell you, see, as you get older, your time just goes down and down and down and down and down. Like, my biggest regret is I've never been in a band. I've jammed with people
Yeah.
who were wanting to do something more serious, and then it just never got any more serious, unfortunately. But now it's just I just couldn't be in a band now. I just don't have the time, unfortunately. And I wish I could, and it's something I wish I'd done when I was younger.
It's not. I mean, there's layers to music, as with every industry. Like
Yeah, man.
you're in the music industry, you're not in the filming industry. You're
Ah,
in the
yeah,
music industry.
yeah. But I would love to be on stage, man. Like, that's one
Get
thing
on
that
stage
I've-
with us.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. At Touch, we'll just pull you up on stage at Touch, man. You can just like start ripping the
Get you on
bass.
the
or
guest
something.
list, and you just come up and you just.
God,
We'll just-
I mean, it
They said-
is a dream one day. One day,
Yeah.
I might make that appearance for you.
We'll get a
definitely.
mankini
Yeah,
for you.
definitely.
And we'll give you a mustache.
Yeah,
Right, and
Oh,
you get
there
up
you
on the
go.
stage.
that's all I'll do. Yeah, rip a few fucking notes on the bass dressed as Borat. Let's do that.
Yeah.
But no, it's one thing I've always enjoyed, especially since doing the podcast, and now that we're going out and actually seeing bands play live, is just the excitement that is oozing out of all of them when they're playing, and like especially chatting to them after and that. Like, everyone's just buzzing. It's just
Yeah.
something that you see, and it's not that I'm not jealous. I've never been a jealous person, but I watch these younger bands now, and I just cherish this moment, because honestly, I felt like it was last week I was 18 years old, and boom, I'm fucking 31 now, you know. So it's time does fly. So make the
Time
most of
does
it.
fly.
Make the most of it now while you can. But
Oh, yeah.
how have you been with playing live? I take it you obviously enjoy playing live. Then,
Good.
yeah.
Yeah. We've I mean, we've done 2 gigs with Logan now, and both of them have been arguably our best performances ever.
Wait. So you're just fairly
Yeah.
new.
Yeah, I only
so-
joined in January.
Yeah, in January.
And we
Oh,
couldn't
so
get
this
any.
album dropped. The other boys dipped, and you've come in straight away.
Fuck yeah.
Pretty much.
That dirty
Yeah,
shit, man. I took
that's-
one look at the streams
was
and I was
some-
like, right, I'm getting in here.
There was some differences, and it was maybe just we didn't want to ruin what the band was. Like we enjoyed it. We did enjoy our time, and we had a great time as the Rants previously. But it's definitely
I feel
more
there's
of a
there's
more
more space
more
for creativity.
chemistry, more creativity, because
Yeah.
we all understand when to step back,
Mhm.
when to like move forward
Yeah,
and play
yeah.
more. Just
There's no arguments about who should like. Yeah. Anyways, I'm not gonna bring it up.
yeah,
but
I don't
it's,
want to bring up, but like
no,
just
it's,
like the creative process not being like a one person thing, and then people not moaning that they're not like
As involved.
we don't moan like if it's someone's
Yeah.
song and it's perfect when we jam it.
yeah.
It's not their song, it's a Rant song, but they still get
Yeah,
credits for it.
we're also quite secure enough that like we're able to say like, oh, you know, actually, do you know what? Maybe in the second verse
Yeah.
you don't
Yeah.
play or
Yeah.
you. Sorry, you kind of step back, and we're all just like actually like we trust each other. Like, we're not going to be like, no, that's my bit, man. Like, oh,
It's constructive
we're
criticism.
able, we're able
you
to
know?
be like they're not meaning any mal. Because also, if it doesn't work, then
There's
who
it's
gives a
doesn't
fuck?
add to the
just
song.
then put something else in. Or,
That's it. Yeah.
Definitely more like not egotistical.
Yeah.
Definitely
No,
more
that's-
just like
yeah,
That's good.
there's no button
working
heads.
on a song as a group. Like the song is ours,
Right.
Yeah,
but it's like not even though it's someone wrote the song, like with it a bass, with it a rhythm guitar, with
Yeah,
it
yeah.
a lead guitar, or a
Yeah.
melody, or a vocal, with it drums.
Mhm.
It wouldn't be a song.
Yeah, exactly.
So even
Aye.
just like all adding our own wee bits, but then listening to it.
Yeah,
mean,
instead
I
of
always-
kind of
I
needing to
always-
write all parts and then take it to the
Yeah.
band and teach everyone how you want it to sound, and but then it would still develop, but not as much as it does now. It's like,
Definitely.
you know,
We all learn
when
in
I
different
write
ways as
anyway,
well.
when I write,
Sorry.
no, it's alright. And I don't know about yous, but whenever I write something, I actually don't think about what yous should play. You know, I might come up with maybe a lead line myself and think, oh, this could work, but
I'll turn around and go, this fucking shit.
yeah, exactly. No, it does. It goes like, no, I think I'll go. Aye, fair enough. Yeah, do that. Aye. No, there's no, but I think something that really helped the band is after the split or coming back from the split up, it made us realise like, oh, fucking, there's no space for that shit anymore. There's no button. Like, because although Logan wasn't there at the time, I'm afraid, we were still getting used to just being in a band. Shay's been in bands for like. He was probably watching us like these fucking assholes.
Definitely like.
But there was, we were all still getting used to, you know, being in a band and understanding like, you know, this isn't all about one person. This isn't all about, you know, and then after the split and stuff like that, when we came back, it was a bit of a fresh mindset to be like, we wasted so much time arguing and shit like that, so let's just get on. And now we're...
Yeah, it's kind of like a relationship, isn't it? It's like you
also-
need to compromise.
Yeah,
you
lots
can't
of
be an
Lots
absolute
of
dick,
kissing,
you know?
We definitely developed as musicians more than like players.
I think
I think also as people as well, everyone's...
She's, I can't lie, she's no changed.
She
The
doesn't
time
need
we've
to
been-
change.
She never needs to change.
She's
She
just like
is a
Paramount.
world-class drummer.
He is.
Me and Finn, great creativity, but definitely like playing in a band something different. I feel like that's something I've developed a lot, and so have you.
Yeah.
But like definitely like you're a more creative mind than me,
Oh, okay.
and like a sense of like lyrical.
Yeah.
Whereas I would be thinking about like
How does this sound?
how does
Cool
it
as
sit,
fucking stanky bass.
and then I always overplay. Like see when we're so
Yeah.
we'll be usually we like he'll come to us and he'll play something and he'll sing it, and then Shay is usually already heard it, so they start and then the bass kicks in, the guitar kicks in. Me and Logan just
overplay until
we overplay
get
it until we
something.
find out what we want
Yeah.
to hear, and
It's
then we
like put
strip the
everything
rest
out
of
on
it
the
back
table.
and we punch it up where it needs to be brought up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think you obviously you have got an idea of, like, see when you're talking about going into studios and stuff like that. See, before you go into the studio, assume that you've got a song written and practiced for X amount of time before you go
For
in and
recording
record
a
it.
song.
Yeah.
Record
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Well, we
yeah,
were
yeah.
just in recording, and that's another thing. Like, see, when they were recording the album, they
Where was it you recorded it? Sorry.
What, the new single, of the
Yeah.
album? The new single was at Castle of Doom
Right.
with like Jamie Holmes
Love
to
Jamie
producing it. Yeah, Jamie. Shout out
Amazing.
Jamie, man. He's some boy.
He is brilliant.
But that's like another thing as well. I think like as a band, like we've realised like we need to spend more on like the quality and stuff. Because I think the album was like quite like no offense boys, but it was like quite like rushed, and it was in it was in what fucking studio was it in?
Raptor Studios.
Yeah, it was all
were-
it was-
they're good
for
guys
the
over
time,
there.
Yeah,
for,
they are.
for where we were, they did
Yeah.
an amazing job. They did an
Yeah.
amazing deal, and you know what? The recordings, what we put down, they did do a lot to bring it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, because
Like we weren't
they
the
can
same
only
players as we are now. We definitely, I feel myself. I've had a lot of experience with other bands. It's maybe made me hone it in a bit. Then obviously just mature. We've
Yeah,
more
that's
mature
it.
the
even
guys,
than a
the
year
guys at
ago.
Raptor, you know, they'd done a brilliant job with. But
Yeah.
I mean, if we were to go and do it again, even with anyone, we would probably do every song on that album very differently to how we done it
yeah,
back then, because we didn't. You know, the producers can only work with what you've given them.
yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
And what they did do with them was
And that's
amazing.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
there's
Aye.
like everyone's grown as a musician, and like even when we were in the studio with Jamie, it's like we were still chopping and changing bits of the song, and there was it talking about that mentality. And it's like if it works, it works. If it doesn't, we can just not do it.
Yeah.
And there was a bit we were recording. It was in the second verse, and we were like, right, we can't. It was my part. and we're like, right, we're gonna play this kind of like F chord and going to like a C. And I was like, right, hold on, I want to like harmonise that. And they'll look at me and they're like, it's never gonna work, mate. It's never gonna work.
Yeah,
And
we were a bit skeptical.
Yeah,
at
they
first,
were all
weren't we?
very skeptical. And we recorded it. It was like, you know what? That's actually alright.
No, because we were just like, oh, do you know what, Logan? Fair dues. That was good. That was really good. Like, I was like, and then after it, we're like that. Well, we better go and rehearse and learn our fucking song again because we just added all this
Just
stuff.
added so much more parts to it.
What's it like in the recording studio? Like, see these guys, obviously you're paying money for it. Are they cool with you?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
rushing you in and out? 'Cause
No,
they're like,
I've
sound.
never had I've personally never had a bad experience recording with producers that
Yeah.
are from who I've met. Chill
They're all
people.
usually
And
you're paying them money, but they're also like it's a respect. Like we respect them because they are doing something amazing to a
Yeah.
song. Like we couldn't sit and we could make a recording.
Yeah, we couldn't
but it
produce
would
it
not be on the
It wouldn't
same
sound
level.
like-
It wouldn't
yeah.
sound
Yeah.
anywhere near what they can
Yeah.
do.
And it's
Yeah.
like,
But even just like
yeah,
they would give us like we've heard the song a million times,
Jesus, yeah.
whereas they're getting fresh ears on a song.
yeah.
So can they critique it while you're
Yeah.
recording it and say,
Yeah.
right,
I
why
mean-
don't instead of you doing this, maybe?
No,
if
that's
you
what
do
they'll
that
do,
instead?
yeah.
So
That's
you're
what-
paying for their expertise
Yeah.
as well, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's it. And
that was
it's like,
definitely a big thing about Jamie.
yeah,
Like
Oh,
Jamie,
yeah,
this
he
like why
understood
we've like paid even like for the artwork. We've got like big names that are like kind of experienced in the local scene, to like do stuff like producing like with Jamie. He's done like so many like fucking tunes, man. Like so many bands.
Yeah.
And Jamie Johnston to do the artwork. He's done artwork for like Spires and stuff. Like
Right.
Yeah, man.
all these great
All the
bands. Yeah, all the Jamies. All the
Aye,
Jamies.
there's actual old Jamies.
And it's like you're paying for that quality and the kind of name added to it as well.
Uh-huh.
It's like you're paying because it's like, oh, that guy's like people know who he is. He's like cool as fuck, right? And like going into recording with Jamie, it was just dead cool.
Gave us a bit of reassurance, like
Yeah.
trusting him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we trusted the guys at Raptor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They brought us up. They gave us so many ideas. They helped us out in a couple of tracks, like a lot. Brought the
Yeah.
track up, but definitely with Jamie, he was like, even when me and Shay, so that me and the drummer, we did bass and drums at the same time. They were like live recorded, and then these two were kind of like dropped in,
Right.
like in the actual room. But he was like really pushing us.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's an amazing drummer, but like not
I've
every
never seen him
hit when
sweat
you're
so much
playing in a
record.
band can be perfect. Especially live is so different to
Oh,
being in
yeah,
the studio.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
like he was really pushing Shay, and then he was really pushing me,
Yeah.
and it was even just like being like,
He just wants what's best for you.
Yeah, that's it.
He wants to get the best.
Yeah.
out of
I
it.
Yeah,
definitely-
because Jamie is a drummer as well. So
yeah,
it's
He
like-
is a drummer.
he's a
was-
drummer. So Shay did have it hard.
Yeah, she had
quite a hard time,
tight,
but-
man.
So, do you find yourself becoming a better player in those situations?
Yeah.
Then do you
Yeah.
end up
Yeah.
getting taking yourself to a new level that you didn't even know you had in you?
Well, I mean,
Sometimes,
sometimes
yeah.
the thing you got to focus, you've always got it in you, but the thing is, can you do it every time
When it matters.
perfect?
Yeah.
Because on stage, if you mess up, nobody really hears it.
Yeah.
Whereas
You
in
can
the
cover it
Well,
up.
recording,
they might hear it, but you know,
they might hear it, but
you
it's
just
gone
move
in a
past it.
second.
Yeah.
You kind of go back and listen to it unless you got a video.
Yeah.
Whereas a recording, like, that's going to be something that's about forever. If it's on Spotify, like our tunes, so you got to
Yeah,
like,
and we
focus on it.
we're quite like harsh on ourselves anyway. I think as well. If we know we've
Quite
not done it
critical, yeah.
right, we're like, right, run it again. And I think that's why Jamie got on with us really well as well, because instead of like him having to go maybe one more time, we'd all know we're like,
yeah, and then
right,
it's all going
Aye, we
wrong.
Right,
enjoyed
it's not-
making
you know.
it perfect.
yeah,
Yeah.
we wanted to get everything perfect, and we think that this new tune and hopefully the next tunes that we do record with Jamie are gonna be like have the same quality, have that kind of same like it's just it's almost like a new sound and like totally different vibe to the stuff that's already out, but at the same time it's still the Rants, it's still that
yeah,
kind of
definitely
fun
still the Rants
music,
passion,
yeah.
but it's maybe not the same like before with our tracks like What Is a Man and Friends of Friends.
Yeah.
They're both very different.
Yeah.
Like What Is a Man's definitely like
I think we're just
It's
finding
some
our
sort of
sound
rock
bit by
thing,
bit,
yeah.
and we've heard that from
Yeah.
people. People have said that to us. They said, "Oh, I can hear a bit. We can hear like a sound developing from people who've
Yeah.
been at gigs and also just listen to the albums. Says like you can kind of hear that you've got a sound,
Yeah.
I feel
but
like
it's getting there. So I think it's
will
just
take time.
that is
Yeah.
that. I personally love that process of just
Yeah.
going because in a year we might be.
yeah, we
I
might
don't
somewhere
know, a
different.
little hair down here playing banjos, you know. It's like, if it works, it works, you know.
The
It's,
thing, I think definitely like we enjoy what we play, but not only that, like there's definitely parts to it that we all want to play, like show off, but holding back and showing off at the right time.
Yeah.
so when it
even
works for the
just, like,
band, yeah.
Finding like playing for the song and not for yourself, like playing as a band. We've definitely learned that because we've had a lot of practice with Logan, and
Oh yeah.
like we've all practiced a lot together.
Yeah.
And obviously
Yeah.
me, you and Shay have practiced a lot together, and you and Shay have practiced a lot together. But
Yeah, that's
and
it.
obviously
Yeah.
you and Shay, everyone's
Yeah.
practiced with Shay.
Everyone's practicing.
Everyone's
yeah,
practicing,
yeah, there you go.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
She's
She's
wee
probably
drum
sick
flag.
of his own man.
I know he'll be watching this later. He'll be like, fucking fannies, man. I should have been there.
Yeah.
I should have been there. Shut them
Ah,
all.
yeah.
up.
He'd just be like, yeah, man. And then a long pause. That's what
Yeah.
he does.
But
Like,
Shay-
yeah,
But
man.
he's always
Yeah.
right. She's always
Shay
right.
is always right.
Yeah.
He gets
He's-
behind a drum kit and he's always right.
Yeah. And also off the drum kit. He's
Yeah,
just,
she's.
like, yeah.
Off the drum kit, he just speaks his mind. But
She-
it's
Yeah,
always
he's a good-
right. I
he's a
can't
good-
lie. She's just the perfect man.
He is. Oh, there you go. Yeah, stream it.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm all for that. I'm all
Oh,
for
shameless
that.
plugging, man.
No,
That's
it's all
sure.
good. It's all good. It's what I've always said. It's bands that come on here. It's their platform, so you can do whatever you want, say whatever you want. So there you go.
That's finished.
So what? We'll wrap it up shortly. So what have you got like future wise? Obviously, you've sort of alluded into recording some new materials and stuff like that.
There's a few things that are not confirmed but are in the works, which could be
God,
they're
please.
exciting for us.
Yep.
But we've got a song coming out soon, hopefully.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at him laughing. Anyway,
A song coming out soon, hopefully within the next month or two.
Yeah.
That's the one we've been talking about. We're hopefully maybe going to get some more studio time with Jamie and get some more songs kind of tracked down.
Yeah.
We've got a headline gig
Tuts,
at
Tuts.
King Tuts,
Yeah.
26th of July, King Tuts. Buy a
26th of
ticket for the love
July.
of Christ, please.
Please.
And
Have a good
then
night.
some future stuff in the works.
Yeah.
Hopefully for next year. Maybe booking
Next
some
year's going to be a
flights.
big one then.
Maybe booking some flights next year.
I said
Oh
something
God,
on
please stop.
Thursday
Maybe.
night that I maybe
That's
should
it,
have said, but I was maybe a bit past it, and I'm so sorry. I don't know if that's gone up yet, but
Oh, it's not. No, it's not.
It's
alright,
not.
thank God.
No,
Oh
it's
yeah,
not.
yeah, because
Yeah.
in the interview he said, "Oh, this will help pay for it." I was like, "Shh."
Oh, if you need that deleted or anything, just
Thank you.
just
we'll not-
just bleep out what he said.
I didn't
Yeah,
know that
and
was
then-
no meant to be talked about.
all right, no, that's fine. Don't worry
Yeah.
about that. We'll
Thank you, sorry.
bleep that out or chop it out or something like that. So
I just
yeah.
bleep it and put like a massive fart noise or something. Make it funny.
Don't worry about that.
Anyway, yeah, no, definitely. We're all really enjoying playing, and definitely these two last gigs have been, I think,
Class.
powerful for all of us. Like
Yeah.
on stage, we've felt comfortable.
Mm.
I don't mean to speak for all of us.
No, you're right.
I've enjoyed it. I've seen you twice now in the space of a couple of weeks.
That's the only
and,
gigs we've played with Logan.
Yeah.
back,
Yeah.
but
yeah,
so
I liked it. I've enjoyed it, and you have been cool with us as well when we've bumped into yous.
you guys have always been amazing to us as well. Honestly,
at gigs because my problem is, and I say it to Chris who comes along with us,
Yeah.
he's in there, and my thing is I hate being too intrusive. So like, see when you guys come off stage, I always think of it as, oh, it'd be the exact same as me at work. If I'm in the middle of doing something and I want a piece, like my break, I want my fucking break. I don't want to talk to anyone. So when you guys come off and you just talk to us straight
We're all
away,
like, "Daddy!"
like yeah, like we really appreciate that because
course,
I
man,
know
yeah.
that a lot of bands when they come off stage, maybe more experienced bands who've been around for years are probably more likely to be like it, but they just shut off. Like that's their downtime.
Yeah.
They've done their bit and that's it. But I mean,
lo-
these guys
I
are playing
think,
like 2 hour
yeah.
sets. and
it's
shit
lovely
like
that
you know?
you guys like see like a small band like us to give us like
bit of a platform. It's,
a bit like
it's an
even just
honour, really.
No, well, that's why. But that's
like
I know what you're trying to say.
attention.
Yeah.
Like,
He's malfunctioning.
Exposure, stuff like that.
yeah.
Like,
honestly, just attention. It feels
Not
lovely
attention,
to, like,
exposure.
Exposure, Fraser, exposure.
Just,
aye, no,
Something like that,
Any time if we're ever.
you guys are great, and same with love. Our past 2 gigs have been with B12.
Yeah.
And
Oh
obviously you
yeah,
guys
shout
have
out
been
to
there,
you,
but
Joe,
like,
man. They're
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
it's just been
Shout
good
out
really
Gareth,
lovely
Zach.
experience.
He's
Like,
all
all,
right.
like all the bands have
All the
been
gigs.
lovely. The promoters have all been like, well, B12 have been really good to us. Like,
Yeah.
always been honest. Just what you see is what you get,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and polite and
Well, that's why
respectful.
we've
Like,
kind
and
of
same with you guys. Like,
started
just-
this because the whole idea of it was to give bands exposure, and that's it. And I think every band I've sat down and chatted to in here, and when we've been to gigs as well, it's just refreshing, just meeting people,
definitely,
Yeah.
especially people who are into music. Because
Yeah.
even though I'm not in a band, I love music. Like that's my passion. You know
Yeah,
what I
to
mean?
Everyone loves
see,
music,
yeah,
that's
I
the
get what you
thing.
mean.
Yeah,
Like,
bring
that
everyone
is-
it
together.
brings
you know?
everyone together. Like,
I
no
think-
matter who you are.
Yeah.
I don't. Nobody doesn't have a favourite tune.
Nobody.
Oh
doesn't have
no!
a
Well,
favourite.
saying that,
I don't have a favourite tune.
the worst thing ever was.
I mean, I can't. What's your karaoke
wait,
tune? Actually, let's get into
Let-
this.
let-
What's my karaoke
What's your karaoke
Let
tune?
the boy talk.
Montel Jordan. This is how we do it. You know, this is how we do
Oh.
it. What a tune, man! I
This
love
is
that.
how we
I,
do it.
I sang that a lot, but I did it once when I was in Vegas, and I have never had a standing ovation by doing karaoke before in my life. This place,
I've never
was-
even heard of a standing
The-
ovation
the-
for
No,
karaoke.
honestly, this
Well
place,
done, man.
there was even people barking like dogs in the back. I was like,
Oh.
yeah, go on, my brothers, yes. Oh, that was good. That was good. I loved it. What's your karaoke tune then?
Well, I'm kind of between 2. So one's Madonna, Borderline,
Oh, what a tune!
and one is Love Story by Taylor Swift. I'm kind of. Oh, and you know what? I'm going to go for a third. See, what's that Olivia Rodrigo tune?
Oh God.
I just love Olivia Rodrigo.
Oh, here we go.
Olivia Rodrigo.
What is that called? It's not Traitors, is it? Or Traitor. It's
The vampire.
It might be Bad Eye. Bad Eye. What's that? What's it called?
What is it? The Yes, I know. Use my ex, but can't do people. That one, yeah. What's that called?
It's Heavy White
bass
Stripes.
player.
Like the Sorry,
So
anyway.
what about you? What's your karaoke tune? then?
Karaoke tune. Probably something by like Elvis or something. I grew up on Elvis, so I'd love to just. Elvis, man. I just start like swinging my legs a bit and stuff. I just move. I think maybe Joe is Rock or something.
Right.
That would be a good tune. Or, but if it were to be just for having fun, I would want to do that Fontaine's DC song.
Right.
I'd love to do. I know Shay did it at St. Luke's, but I'd love to do I Love You or Starbuster. Like these ones, these kind of ones with the running like.
You start tripping over your words and actually slavering Stephen.
I had quite a trippy experience with Elvis. So the reason why I was in Vegas was because my dad was getting married there to his wife, right? And she's a big Elvis fan. And obviously, because you're going to get married in Vegas, you needed to be done by an Elvis impersonator, eh? So before they got married, we were down in the bar, like have a drink. I was getting a bit pissed, like I was like, "Oh God, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stomach this." Like started being like dying and that, and I didn't know what to expect. I just thought it was going to be a guy dressed as Elvis coming in, talking like Elvis, and then dipping straight after it. He does the bill, all that nonsense, and then dips. No, next thing you know, she's come in. My dad's standing there, and then the doors just get booted open, and this fucking Elvis music just kicks in out of nowhere, and this guy comes in dressed like and going all the way down the aisle, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on here? Holy shit!" The guy
He's
was
a fucking
spot on. It was bizarre.
The king has arrived.
Yeah.
That stuff, yeah.
And then we went to go and see on one of the days was a fat Elvis. But I just that's what he's advertised as,
Oh,
is
okay,
fat
yeah.
Elvis, and it's just the most heartbreaking thing ever. The guy was genuinely just a fat alky bastard, and he just sang Elvis tunes.
Dressed as Elvis.
And I've just felt sorry for him. I genuinely just felt, and I felt like it was just people that were taking the piss out of him, but you could tell that he loved
Enjoyed
it. Yeah,
You know what's the main
Yeah.
thing? At least he was enjoying himself.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd like to talk to him out of character. But no, it was some experience. But you karaoke tune before we wrap up.
Oh,
what is it?
fuck. The only thing I've heard on karaoke, I've done the Time Warp.
Oh, what tune?
yes, he's did.
That gets
no,
everyone
Morgan,
going.
You've let
Yeah.
me down. You've let me down.
It's such a good. What do you mean let you down? It's a great fucking karaoke tune.
Everyone knows it as well. That's the best
Yeah.
part.
We
See,
played
look,
that.
you're
Yeah.
not even listening to it. You're
Me
dancing.
and Shay played that in the other band at Garage for a Halloween gig last year.
Place
Done a
was
Time
bouncing.
Warp. It was alright.
That was a good gig.
That was a good gig. That was good fun.
Right, we'll wrap up anyway. If people want to find you, where will they find you online?
Instagram. I think we've got a Facebook page that we've just kind of recently started putting up. I think there's a Twitter out there somewhere.
Yeah.
TikTok,
somewhere.
Spotify, YouTube.
And
the
I
depths
take it
of
when you
YouTube,
go
we're in there
onto
somewhere.
your Instagram, there's like a link and it takes you
Yeah,
to
there's a
link
link tree. It takes
everything.
I
you.
think we're gonna put a website together hopefully soon. So that's
Yeah,
something that we can
that's
maybe
what I'm about, yeah.
just because just to take away from that because it's a wee bit easier access.
Well, you can link that into your link tree, like this
Yeah.
into your link
Yeah.
tree as well. People can
Yeah,
see it.
yeah.
But we'll wrap up there if that's all good with you
Thank
guys.
you.
Yeah,
Well,
thanks for having
so
us.
much
Well,
for having
I
us.
appreciate you coming in. I've enjoyed sitting down with you in a more sober environment. And I'll actually remember talking to you this
Yeah,
time.
next time.
Because I can't even remember anything on Thursday. That's, you know what I mean?
That was a
As
wild night,
you were
mate.
saying
That
on
was
Thursday, I'll
mental.
remember this one. But,
I
In
remember
fact,
about half of the night, and then after it just goes there and there. The next thing you know, I was getting home at 4:30 in the morning, thinking, "What the hell happened?" But it was a good night.
Yeah.
Appreciate you putting up with my shit as well. That's
That was
cool.
great, man.
That's
Nah,
cool.
it's no shit,
But,
man, it's good.
Yeah, you'll be watching me sitting there with the rants to be cool as hell. Go check them out on Spotify. Get them on Instagram. Tag them and shit. You know what to do. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. There we go. That's cool.